Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I am the digital and vigilant conscientious, but at the same time pretentious man. I am the Puerto Rican Prince Angel Santiago, joined by the co-host of the year, the universe, Lucas Greifsu, and we are together combined. Elevate Pro Wrestling News.
No.
And today we will be talking about our backyard wrestling days, where we're going to be ranking our top 5 favorite matches from our wrestling league, the Backyard Wrestling Organization, the BWO. Except
Play,
I
doble
cannot
de.
mention.
Oh.
Oh, that'd be if we were in Mexico.
Oh.
Except we cannot talk about matches that we were involved in. So I don't have any on my list that I was involved in. Lucas doesn't have any matches that he was involved in.
That is true. That is accurate.
Lucas, what was your number 5?
My number five. Oh, these aren't in order. Let me figure out what my number five is. Number five. I will go with. I think he was Hound Fang at the time. I don't remember. He changed his name quite frequently. Hound Fang versus you yourself at a Glory 5.
Miska?
Yuska.
That
That
was a
was,
fun match.
that was a fun match. I very much enjoyed it.
That was a fun match. That was a fun match.
I was one of the first. The reason I put it on here is because it's one of the first matches that I feel like Hunter took particularly seriously.
Yeah, in his whole run.
Yeah.
Yes, I agree. I'm glad that we at least got them by the end of it because I feel like at the beginning when we were doing a lot of our like planned spots, nobody was popping. And I was
No.
like, what the fuck? I was like, we're doing cool shit. And then I
What was
feel like
before? Let me look. What was before your guys' match? Because I feel like
it
because
might have
it
been.
was because that was the Brian turning or not Brian turning. No, that wasn't five.
I think it was you, Dan.
Yeah. Okay, so that would probably be why because we did the whole fake blood bullshit
Yeah. And then we did fake blood too.
where I molested Daniel.
We chucked him through a door.
I chucked him through a couple things.
You did. Um, yeah, no, but good match. We got them by the end
We did, yeah. And
and
the
good
ending,
pop.
the ending was very cool. I very much enjoyed the ending.
Him doing the V trigger, coming off the top rope with the V trigger, and then
Yeah.
putting me in the hold.
Mhm.
Yeah, that was cool.
He was good at that hold too.
Yeah, he was. He would lock that shit in good, and like I told him, like crank that shit because you're winning the title. So
Yeah. All right. What
it's
is your
fine.
number five?
Mine is also a Hound Fang match: Hunter Funk versus Jake Murphy.
At
Glory 6,
the winter event?
Glory
Oh no,
7,
at the winter event.
Glory 7, the winter event.
What is
It
it?
was just
That's a solid match. It's
it
hard
was the
to.
most creative use of the environment that we had with the snow.
Oh,
Like I
100%.
love that shot of Jake back body dropping him into the snow. That isn't like also piled.
I will forever. Sorry to interrupt you, but I will forever wish that there was better camera work in that event. Oh,
Oh,
it
I
pissed me
agree.
off. It pissed me off watching it back, especially for that match though.
Yep, I agree with that. But I love that fucking spot of him back body dropping him into the snow because it was so like it wasn't like it was a pile of snow that was already there. It was like flat, so
Yeah.
nobody had touched it. So it literally looked like Jake went, "Oh, fuck you," and just fucking
Yeah.
threw him in the air. And the way Hunter took the bump, boom, and lands in it was totally safe. And then they kind of, they didn't have too much snow. And then when they got in the ring too, so they got to like brawl out of it a little more,
Hmm.
which was fun. And then honestly, now I'm thinking about it, I don't know who fucking won that match. Was it Jake?
Uh, shit. No, I
That's
forget.
how good that match was, though, is that I don't remember who won because they were both fucking cooking each other. And Hunter obviously took the clotheslines really good.
Jake won
Uh,
by submission. Oh yeah, because he put him in the lion tamer.
Ankle lock. I do remember
Or
that
the ankle
actually.
lock. Yeah, not the lion tamer.
I remember that was the first time that he dropped into the like doing it the Kurt Angle way where he wraps his legs
Hmm.
around. Yeah, Hunter sold that really good too. Yeah, that's my fifth match though. What's your number 4?
My number four is Dan the Meme Man versus once again the Puerto Rican Prince on the match that you guys recorded for Patreon that never aired at all on the YouTube, unfortunately.
The fucking be
I'm
chasing him
I'm
with the
gonna you know
fucking
what I'm gonna do?
chainsaw.
I'm gonna find this. I'm gonna find the footage for this. I'm gonna try and log on to the Patreon. I'm gonna find the footage for this and put it up on the screen. This is the funniest shit I've ever seen in my fucking life. You hit like every 90s, 2000s finisher on him, just fucking back to back to back. And then he fucking chases with a chainsaw.
A fake chainsaw. Because keep in mind,
Uh,
my other Patreon match, which I feel like is also up there with greatest matches, was me and Brandon, where I chased him with a real chainsaw, and then Brandon beats me.
oh my god. But no, we recorded that before the
I'm
tag
gonna watch
tournament.
that back.
We recorded that before the tag tournament.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I remember that Leonidas was there for that. We recorded that
Oh, okay.
we recorded that before the tag tournament. And I remember just sitting there fucking dying laughing at that and then immediately watching like three banger tag matches just fucking back to back.
Yeah, because what it was, what was the tag tournament one? We had Leonidas
It was
and
Leonidas and his idiot versus I think it was you and
Dan.
oh yeah, it might have been Dan.
I was teaming with him. Didn't we? Wasn't that the
Oh
finals
no, it
though?
wasn't. No, it wasn't. It was those two versus Vaughn
Gabe.
and Gabe, which was fucking cooked. And then our match, which we won't talk about, and
Lucas had an oopsie.
I still don't understand how like I didn't kick out of that. Like
I think your brain fucking malfunctioned.
especially because Harrison like fucked it up too, where he was like
Harrison fucking waited and
he
you
was like 1, 2, are you sure?
and you were like, bah.
I was like,
And the best part is you fucked this up and then you beat the shit out of him. No, it literally goes. No, okay. The funniest shit is the camera pans and Noah's literally on the turnbuckle like this. Like he's so mad. He's like, "Are you fucking stupid?" And then fucking you just go, "Man, fuck you!" And you like beat his ass.
because the way it was supposed to go is that
He's supposed to eat the loss.
he was supposed to eat the pin, and then I beat him up, which would make sense.
You just fucking get pinned and you go, "Man, fuck this motherfucker." Oh, so funny.
Oh God!
Oh my god. All right. Well, my number four
What's your
match
number four?
uh involves aforementioned Leonidas. Leonidas versus Noah.
Okay, yeah, it took me a second to remember the match.
Because honestly, I feel like it's literally one of Noah's best matches in the company.
Mm-hmm.
It looked like a genuine indie match. Like they did a lot of good moves. Like Noah made Leonidas work more character stuff, and it had a great ending
I did, yeah.
that I think Noah probably will have scoliosis because of. But dude, he took that shit so hard.
He
It
did.
looks great, but it was like, dude, I don't know how he didn't get the wind knocked out of him
Yeah,
because he got all the way in
yeah,
the
all the way
air
up. Yeah.
and then turned, and I was like, holy shit! But yeah, no, great fucking match. Both guys put on a fucking clinic.
Oh, was that the one?
I think it's Noah's third best match.
I think it was a Leonidas match. I don't remember, but I think it was right around that time that you were wrestling a match. No, it might have been the Dan match actually, where one of you went to get fake blood or whatever, and we only had like the big jug of it at the time,
Yeah,
and you went to do it under the table, and I don't remember if it was you or if it was someone else, but the guy got pulled out from under the table too early. And so he was still holding the fucking jug of blood, and he just like spilled it all over the commentary table.
no.
So
Oh,
like
I
someone
know.
got shot in the head.
I remember. It was Dan,
Yeah.
except I think what had happened was, I could be wrong. I'm trying to remember because I do know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
And the camera doesn't get it. It only gets it for like a second.
Yeah.
But what had happened was, I think I threw Dan into the shed.
Mm-hmm.
He realized the blood wasn't there. He comes out, and I'm like, "Why the fuck did you have blood on you?" Bam! And I punch him in the face, and then or kick him, and then he gets sent back, and then he comes back, and he's like, "There's nothing in there," and I was like, "Fuck!" So then I'm like, "Where the fuck is it?" And then I think it was under the commentary table,
Yeah.
but the commentators, I don't know if they weren't thinking, they took the blood out of the bottom and put it on the top of the table. So I throw Dan into the table. The fucking thing goes in the air. Dan now looks like he's been stabbed in his artery in his fucking face because his whole face is bleeding and it gets all over the fucking thing. And then I fucking run over because I can see the camera's about to pick up the blood.
Yeah.
And it just about does for like a few frames. But because I run over, I fucking grab Dan, spike him into the fucking table again. The blood falls off, and then I smear this fucking disgusting fucking liquid, whatever it was, all
like
over his
corn
face.
syrup or some shit.
Well, because he also did it like here.
Yeah.
But it was like blood from here down, so I had to like push it up so at least it looked like it wasn't just a pap smear.
Oh my god.
That's funny. All right, what do you have, 3?
Yeah. My number 3 is your original retirement match at Glory 6.
Noah and I?
No, you and Noah.
I agree. I think it's the best match I ever had there.
Yeah. That match was very, very good.
We might as well tell the story on air, but I was violently hungover prior to this match where I called.
No, let's start over. So because for those who don't know, the BWO events were in my backyard. And so before everyone else gets there, I'm like setting up stuff like the commentary table, whatever.
Yep.
For the crowd events, I'll like do the caution tape or whatever.
Yep.
And so I think you texted me, that you were running late.
Called you.
You called me that you were running late.
I called you that I was running because I remember I was on the train and something had happened. I forgot if like we left late or the train was leaving late or some bullshit happened where we were like, I was on the way back and I was like, fuck, I'm not going to make it at the time I need to make it.
Yeah. And so
I think Ethan had slowed me down actually. And he was like, yo, you'll be fine. And I was like, okay.
And then, so like everyone else had gotten there pretty much besides Angel. And so Angel shows up like an hour before we go live. And I
don't think it was an hour before, was it?
It might have been like an hour and a half. It wasn't a long time.
Like what I remember specifically is that yes, everything was already set up like chairs wise. And I remember I was sitting at the table with my orange juice.
Yeah.
And Noah came over and tried to give me fucking fried pickles. And I looked at him like, I'll kill you. Yeah.
And you showed up and I came out and I was out there when you got there. And I was like, all right, good, you're here. We can start running practice and stuff. And you were like, I need like 5 minutes, boss.
Because I think I literally went right from the fucking train literally to your house.
Yeah.
So now I have like 2 hours of train lag in me and I'm so fucked in the head and I'm just like, oh, fucking kill me. And I remember too that Noah had it in his head that he was going to be the babyface this match.
Yes.
He had it like, and I was just like, whatever. I was so hungover, I could not fucking tell him like,
could not formulate
nicely no. Yeah. And I was like, Noah, you're not gonna get cheered.
No,
you're not. I said it's not gonna happen, and I said I don't mean to sound that in an egotistical way, but I literally am telling you, there's no conceivable way that I'm gonna get booed this match. And he was like, okay, well we could, and he was like, well I don't think so, and I was like, okay, well how about this? You need to be ready to switch, and if you're not ready, I'm going to bury you because you're going to look like a shittier babyface than me. And yes, he did get the memo at a certain point. Well, that's because then he came over and he's like, what were we going to play? And I'm like, motherfucker, get away from me for a second. I need to fucking deal with my fucking headache. Once I power back up, I'm like, all right, here are our spots. And I think the only spots that we planned, I knew what I wanted the ending to be from get. I knew what I wanted the beginning to be, which was me sweeping him and doing like going for a handshake, sweeping him and doing the figure 4.
Yeah.
Which was also my point of that I told him, if they let me do that and they cheer, brother.
Yeah, it's done at that point.
Like, come on.
Yeah.
Which is why then I threw him out and did the fake dive, which he sold great.
Mm-hmm.
He sold fucking great. He literally dove out of the way and the fucking crowd popped, which was great. And then I think we planned.
So I know you planned. I think you had planned the the finisher,
Bouye sequence.
the Bouye thing, and then the finishers thing.
No, the finishers. So that was the thing. I was
Was
too
that
hungover.
spontaneous? Yeah.
I knew that I was gonna do that
Yeah.
eons before, and in my head, I was like, again, my fucking head's pounding. So I'm like, okay, beginning, middle. I decided to do the Bouye punch. So I said, we're gonna go Bouye, Bouye. I'm gonna hit you with 3 forearms. You're gonna what the fuck was it? Oh, I hit you with a fucking double kick, Pele kick, drop kick.
Mhm.
Done. And I was like, there's everything I'm giving you in the end. So then, because in my head, I was like, I don't need to explain this to this motherfucker. I'm going to hit him with all these moves.
Yeah.
Like, my plan was to hit him with the V trigger. If he didn't move out of the way, he was getting caught with it.
Yeah.
Like, that was the plan. And I think I had planned too. I can't remember if I was after I hit him with the V trigger, I think I was debating going for my finish then and making it a false finish, but he countered the V trigger, which was fine. That looked great.
Yeah.
That looked great.
I'm gonna put the clip up on the screen, but that one knee strike still fucking gets me every time I watch this thing.
I love it, bro.
Especially because it's so like out of nowhere. Like you're not expecting it to happen at all.
And like everyone's facial reactions too.
Yeah, and the camera cuts to Noah just like standing in the corners, being like, "Oh," and then all of a sudden, just, bam!
Yeah, I fucking murked it, and I didn't catch him. I didn't hit him.
No,
he says to this day, he's like, "You didn't catch me on the knee strike." No, because actually, and I'll give you the story behind that honestly, because there was a little bit of something there. What had happened? If you actually look a couple seconds before that happens, Noah's, I think Noah's getting heat on me.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, I got to do like a hope spot. So I break his thing and I jam him in the eyes.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't register that I jam him in the eyes.
Yeah.
So he goes, and then kind of comes back.
Mm.
And then I start hitting him with jabs. No, everyone was confused. Like I could visibly hear the crowd go, up.
Yeah. Yeah.
I could visibly hear everybody know that was a fuck up. So then I just start like jab, jab. I throw a big crescent kick that actually looked fucking good.
Mm-hmm.
Boom. Nobody says shit. And I'm like, no, we started so good. We cannot lose them. So I saw him set up in the corner and I was like, motherfucker, I'm so sorry. But you are about to fucking die. And I jumped as high as I fucking could. And I thought too that I was going
to. It looked like you took his fucking head off. Like
I thought I was actually going to leave the ring. Thank God I landed on him hard enough where I fell backwards.
Yeah.
And thank God too I didn't just fucking just take his head off. Also thank God he saw what was coming, because if he bent down a little bit, he was gonna fucking
game over. Yeah,
game over. But yeah, in my head I was like, we're losing him. Bam! And then everyone was back into it, and I was like, okay, we're still going.
Yeah.
So that's also why, honestly, last thing about this match, when you see me get the blood, Cole goes under the table, and he's the only one that sees it. I was frantic doing the blood, because I have noticed that other times when I've done blood spots, when it takes too long, people like expect too much. So I was like, yeah. And then Cole like looked under the table. You can hear him on commentary go, "You good down here, Prince?" And I go, because I knew the camera then would go to, you know what I mean? It might be in the wrong spot. So then when I come out, the guy was right on me.
Mm-hmm.
And you could see the blood was
here. Didn't Noah like wipe the blood right off you too?
Right off me with the fucking piece of paper. Thank God it had already gone here.
Yeah.
So it blended in a little bit. It looked better. Like at the end, it looked fucking great. It looked like I had like blood all over here and then like over here. So it looked like it actually happened.
Yeah.
But yeah, he wiped it right off, and I was like, this motherfucker. All right, my number three. All these have a story to them. Vaughn versus Jack Arsenal.
Yeah, that was just a random fucking banger. Just a basement banger.
I'll never forget. I've told you this story, but I was on vacation, and I still said that I would edit the video. So you sent me them, and I was like putting it together, and I'm watching, and I'm cutting it together. I'm like, okay, putting it together, everything, and I'm like, oh my god, these motherfuckers are cooking. Vaughn hits a coup de grace. Jack hits a senton bomb. Jack hits a discus clothesline.
Yeah.
And
by the way, By the way, they didn't practice fucking any of this, by the
I
way.
guess not. And no, the funniest was that Noah had called me and been like, dude, my match with Kevin was a banger. Like, you're going to love it when you watch it. And I watched it. I was like, that's pretty good. And I watched Vaughn and Jack, and I was like, holy shit, that was fucking great.
Oh
Um,
god.
yeah. So that's my number three. Who's your number two?
I forgot about that match. Jesus. Wow. My number two is rounding off the matches of yours that I have in my top five. We have you versus Hunter yet again in a this is a hell of a stipulation in a Christmas Day snow fight ladder match.
You're choosing all the bullshit, you motherfucker. I was like 2 out of 3 falls. No, you wanted
Nah.
fucking. Oh my god, the match that almost killed me.
That was such a fun match. I think I was on camera for that match. I was doing something for that
You were
match.
on commentary, I think.
Was I?
I think so.
No, I
I
wasn't on commentary.
Were you on camera then? Oh
I
my
think I
god,
was
bro.
on
What
camera.
a fucking dude, our hands were getting stuck to the fucking ladder.
And your fucking entrance too was
Oh,
fucking
well, that was fun
phenomenal.
doing Feliz Navidad. But it was so cold. Oh
That
my
was cold.
god. And
And we had spent like I think it was the same day, no, that we shoveled out the backyard.
yeah. It was the
Yeah.
same day that we shoveled out the backyard, and it was so slippery in the
Yeah.
ring, and people
Oh,
were
it was
busting
bad.
their ass. And I knew that like we needed a world title match just to get us through to like the next year
Yeah.
because I really hadn't done a big one yet. And I was like, all right, let's have some fun with this. And oh my god, Hunter and I almost died. We were dying. It was cancerous. Oh my god, it was so bad. What a funny
Uh,
ass match though.
it was a fun match though.
And then I guess the ending worked out. He did spear me, or I speared him off the ladder.
Yeah.
Speared me off the ladder.
You
One of
speared
us
you
speared the
speared
other one
him.
off. I speared him.
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Okay, yeah, I speared him off the ladder. Oh my god, what a fucking match.
Yeah.
Good lord.
That was the debut of Jake Murphy, no? I think so.
No, Jake had debuted when I beat Gabe Garnett.
Right. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, and he just like walked with me to the ring. That was the first time that Jake's. No, that was the debut of
I
Jake.
thought it was.
No, you're right, because Jake said, I remember this is Jake's story that like he walks out with me in the ring and I turn around and I was like, resuscitate me when I fall. That was literally what I told him before I did the entrance. He was like, oh, okay. And then I fucking ate shit and I knew I was gonna do. I was like, take a ball.
Were you trying like I know you obviously meant to fall down, but like were you trying to make
Oh
it
no,
look
I knew
that
I was
goofy?
gonna bust my ass.
Okay.
I saw a patch of ice that I can make it look realistic.
Yeah.
And I just fucking like knew if I just dug my foot into it, it's gonna throw me up. So
Mhm.
I kind of let my left leg also kind of like brace for me.
Yeah.
Because if both of my legs went in the air, I would have knocked the wind out of myself.
Right.
You kind of see like my legs go like this way.
Yeah.
But yeah, I didn't know. I didn't know I was gonna slip there.
Funny ass.
Because I could also feel Jake looking at me like, when is it gonna happen? When is it gonna happen? Like he's
I'm
nervous.
Yeah.
Which is funny, but yeah. My number two
Your
is
number two.
you, the Universe Lucas Greifswald,
Me.
versus Dan the Meme Man at Glory 5.
Glory 5. Really?
I love that match.
I don't know.
I think it was such a good big guy versus little guy match. With
I have such mixed feelings about that match.
I really enjoyed it.
I enjoyed I didn't enjoy the ending. I never bought into the
Yes, I
ending
think the
until
ending
for-
got fucked up because it was supposed to be a different move, right?
No, it wasn't. And I feel like I tried to say this when we were planning it, but that's something that's hard to fake. Like it's hard to fake the like bleeding from the like internal bleeding spot.
Oh yeah.
Because that's what we did, and we had gave him like blood pills, I think, or whatever, and it didn't look good.
No, nobody got the gimmick.
It didn't look good. Dan didn't wait long enough. I feel like we needed a much longer wait.
I feel like he honestly too. It might have been my idea to do the fake internal bleeding.
It was either you or Noah. I don't remember.
I think it was me because I got the blood pills.
Yeah.
What I had imagined him doing was different than what he did, which was my problem. I thought he would be a better like if you're gonna do that, you gotta like you gotta like cough up the blood, and he wasn't. He was just like doing this. Like he played it off too cool. It didn't work.
Well, it's because he needed more blood. Like he should have just used. Like realistically, we should have just put food coloring in a red bottle of water, or a bottle of water, so it was red water.
Yeah,
because that way you could just like hold it in your mouth or whatever, and then spit it up, or
True.
kind of like we did with the gas spot at Bloodsport.
Yeah. Yes. That probably would have
But I
been better.
enjoyed the rest of the match. That was the best catching spot I think I've done was in
Oh,
that
that
match.
was awesome. Yeah, that was fucking sick. What was good is that the internal bleeding spot didn't determine everything. Like it
Yeah.
wasn't like it wasn't the cornerstone of the match, so
Mm.
at least that was good. But I liked it. Anyway, what's your number one?
My number one match that does not include myself is Jake versus Dan for all the belts.
Whoa! Whoa! Oh no! And the Jake Murphy fucking comments. I
Jake
knew it.
Murphy.
Wow. Why is that? That didn't make my top five. Not that it wasn't a good match.
Just the moment. I mean, I don't. It's just the. I don't know. It's something about that event. I mean, there's obvious reasons why that event, but something about that event is just is different for me. I feel like our match obviously cooked. Their match had a couple questionable moments, but it cooked. It got the crowd into it. The tag match was great.
I think honestly, I think also why that match means something to you and it means something to me is because that's what we always imagined BWO could be. In a legit ring
Yeah.
for all of our titles with a storyline that made sense with two guys that we literally took from never wrestling to being wrestlers that weren't you, me, Noah, or Vaughn. Right. And we could just step away and just let them, and we could trust them to do a match.
Yeah. 100%.
Good option. Well, my number one is Noah Golden versus Dukas Greifswald, where you jump and kill that Jewish man. Yeah. What a fucking match. It was like Masato Tanaka and awesome fucking Mike Awesome. You guys fucking got the souls of them in your bodies. Yeah. And Noah decided, I'm going to be concussed. And you were like, I'm going to beat the shit out of this motherfucker. And it was great.
It was great.
Fucking awesome. Every fucking step of the way.
And I really, as much as I shit on Noah for his booking, he gets 95% of the credit for that match. Honestly, that was his brainchild.
I respect you saying that was a great match. It was a great match. You both executed so fucking well.
The one spot that I will take credit for is the jumping over spot.
Which was the best spot of the whole match. It was the best spot of the whole fucking match. And honestly, you know a match is good when even a fuck up happens, like when he ate shit trying to jump over the top rope. It didn't kill the whole thing. It almost made sense because Noah was like, I gotta try everything. Like it's like the superhero trying to like.
Did he even? I thought he didn't think he tried to jump over the top. I thought he tried to do a suicide dive, and he.
No,
oh no, it was over the top. Yeah, I remember.
Because he thought he could do the Leonidas, where he just jumps and gets over it, and frog splashes you, and that did not happen.
It did not happen.
But it made sense.
What's like, so funny about that, and I don't think you can hear it in the edit. I think you might have edited it out, or it just didn't get picked up. But so he jumps over, right, and he eats shit, and I'm laying like this close.
Yeah, I know you got like he wasn't far. Like he could have maybe caught you with an elbow drop.
But I'm like this close to him, and I've watched this happen. I've watched him jump over the top rope, catch his foot on the rope, and eat shit on the ground. And I'm just looking like, well, this is how this match is going now. And he literally like milliseconds after he hits the ground, he goes, "Get the fuck up! Get the fuck up! Get the fuck up!" I was like, yes, Masa.
That's why, though. Like he has told me that actually, and I love that though. I mean, again, it made sense. You got up, you started whooping his ass. Again, it also made sense because this is post him getting a concussion. Yeah, legit shoot from your dive.
And the funny part is you can see like exactly when his head just fucking basketballs off.
Oh yeah, well, because you land on his torso and legs, so his whole body just like. That shit was crazy. Great match though. ECW would be proud.
I enjoyed that match. That's probably a top 5 favorite match of mine.
I fucking love that match. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that was us talking about our favorite BWO matches. Go back and watch some of them.
Watch them. Subscribe.
You don't have to subscribe. Nothing's ever coming there again. But subscribe here to Elevate Pro Wrestling.
Here.
Because I've been the Puerto Rican Prince Angel Santiago. That's been the Universe Lucas Scribes to, and we together combined are Elevate Pro Wrestling News.
He knows that they are aware of him. I need to know that from you.
I think yeah.
A big slam of some sort happened there.